Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a hair update, and I'm going to give you like all the hair products and stuff that I've done and used and changed and all of that, and kind of like explain everything that I'm doing to like keep my hair all happy and healthy, and what color I'm going to do next or what I'm going to do. Still sort of kind of up in the air with that. So I figured I filmed this yesterday and I felt like I was like everywhere but where I needed to be. My thoughts were just like bam, 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 bam. And I had so many interruptions that I feel like it just didn't work. So I'm going to try this again today and hopefully this comes together. So for all the newcomers who just want to see like the products that I've used and have used, are using, all of that, what I'm going to be using, I will get all into that. But I kind of want to give like a backstory if you're not familiar with it and what I did to remove 4 years of blue black hair dye. So yeah, let's just jump into it, because I will just sit here and ramble about it if I don't just like get into it. Okay, so what I did was in the beginning of December, or not at the beginning, the like 2 days before Christmas, I really needed to dye my hair, so I colored it blue black. Mind you, I was already blue black to begin with. I just really needed to do my roots. And I had this crazy idea. It's been like in my mind for like the past year of how bad I really wanted to change my hair color and go dark brown. I've already done and tried basically every single blue black box dye and color from Sally's, and was already running out of colors to try. So I was already like, okay, we're cutting it close. I'll just wait until I'm done with these 2 blacks to try it. And didn't. Decided just to jump into the water head first. And yeah, I did it like the 2 days before New Year's. So I kept seeing on Sally's Instagram this packet of Matrix color eraser. And of course, like I was like very intrigued because the person that I saw using it, I couldn't quite tell in the video, and I watched it numerous times just to like get a glimpse better at the hair, what her previous hair color was. And I couldn't tell if it was a dark brown or if it was like already a dark red. And she pulled that color out to go to a really bright red, like magenta-y red type color. So I couldn't tell if she was already like a really dark red going to a brighter red, or if she was like a dark brown going to a bright red. Like I have no idea. So of course I like kept watching, trying to figure out her previous color, and just kept thinking like it might look dark brown, but it may be like a dark burgundy red. I don't know. So searching YouTube, every single color or hair video I found for this was all fashion colors, like hot pinks, bright blues, greens, purples, all of the fashion colors, nothing of like a semi-natural color. I know blue black isn't like really natural, but black is, and I couldn't find anything on that. So my thought was, if it could take out fashion colors so quickly, it can take out my fashion color, blue black. Or not black. Yes, black is hard to get out, but so is blue. Blue is the hardest color to get out. So I figured I would try this, and if it worked for them, it could work for me. And I followed the instructions. Now I have super thick hair. It might not be that long, but it's super thick. And I bought 4 packets. I only needed 2. 2 did my whole entire head, but I did 3 after I realized like, okay, it's all in there, but I just want to be safe and make sure everything is covered and saturated. Like I wanted my whole entire head dripping wet in this hair product to make sure that every single strand was covered, so that all the blue black was coming out. There wasn't like a big chunk in the back that I missed or something. I made sure everything was completely covered in this product. And I followed the directions. I was supposed to use 20 volume developer. I did that, and I waited 50 minutes. You could do 50 to 60, and 50 was good enough for me. Now, for me, it was like platinum here, and then it went to like yellow and orange, and then the rest of it was a reddish brown, which was fine. I didn't need to go any lighter than that because I wasn't planning on going crazy light. My whole plan was to start off dark so I didn't have that shock effect. Because if you go from like black to blonde, you're gonna have that huge shock effect and be like, I hate it, because you're not used to it. So you want to go from like this to, I'm trying to find something, to this, like go black to a dark brown, and then eventually go lighter to like go from this color to like this brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to like go from shock factor where it's black to white and then be like, oh my God, that's such a huge significant change that going from black to brown isn't that crazy. And don't go like a light brown, because that's still a shock effect. And I've done that and I've hated it. And every single time I get to that light brown, I can never achieve that perfect shade of light brown that I want. So this time going in, I said, I just want to be a chocolate brown. I don't even care if there's red in it. I just want to go there. And I took out, like, I want it to be ashy. I want it to be this. I want it to be that. I took out the I wants and how I really wanted it to the let's just do this. And, you know, I have a lot of warmth in my hair as it is. So I decided I'm just going to jump in. And if it's the red's there, it's there. I'm not going to sit there and spend like another couple $100 on hair products to remove the red. I'm just going to find a nice color that, you know, if my hair pulls more red, it does. That's what it did when I took the hair color out, and I was okay with it. I kind of actually liked the way it looked. Minus like the weird roots, I kind of liked the reddish brown that it did. It looked pretty. But I wasn't doing that. I just wanted a nice chocolate brown. So I was super, super nervous, my first wash, because every time I remove hair color to go brown, I always have to redo it like a couple weeks after. And I went with Age Beautiful 3NN, which is the deepest, darkest, intense brown. And I did that color because I still wanted it to be dark. Like I said, I didn't want the shock factor and hate it and have to change it. So I was terrified it wouldn't cover my roots. So I added a pinch of black. I'm not saying I use like a lot of black. I use just a pinch just to make the roots darker. So I barely did any black. Just wanted to make sure that my roots were not going to wash out. So I did my roots first, all of my roots, and then I went in and did the rest of my hair with just 3NN. Now, I did mix the 3NN with the black, just to clarify. I did not do the roots black. So I did mix some of the hair color with the little pinch of black just to darken it so that my roots would not fade as I washed it, if that makes sense at all. Because I've done it where I do just the regular color, slap it all on my roots, and then my roots fade so bad that it doesn't match the rest of my hair. And I didn't want that. So, and I didn't want to have to like get pissed after I did this and have to color it again. So I did this color from Age Beautiful, the 3NN, and this is like a month after. This hair color has not budged. This hair color has not failed me like all the other colors I have tried in the past in different brands and box brands, and yes, some from Sally's, where I literally had to do my hair again a week later. This hair color has not budged. This hair color barely faded. You could, okay, if you look at a picture from like one of my last reviews recently from being brown, it looks dark brown. It looks kind of black. This looks dark brown, like a nice chocolatey dark brown. It looked more on the black side because of how dark it was. And this is just a month of it washing. And it's insane. Like, I really like this hair color. Like, I feel like I don't even really have to touch up the rest of this hair color at all. Like, I feel like I can just do my roots and move on. And part of me really wants to do that just to see how long this can keep going with like the fade. Like, honestly, I'm washing my hair and there's no brown residue coming out. Like, this hair color stuck and it's good. It's in there for good. It hasn't budged. I haven't had to touch it up at all. I have been shocked since day one. Now, okay, so after I did all that, I was washing my hair with Olaplex shampoo and conditioner. And my scalp was super sensitive after the fact of using the Matrix that, like, it was so irritated because it says it's not technically for your scalp, but since I like just put hair color on, I needed to get it off my roots. I needed to get all of it gone. So I did put it on my scalp and it did irritate it. It did make it itchy. And I did suck it up for the 50 minutes. And for the first 2 washes, I did use Olaplex, first 2 or 3 washes. So from my last update to now, I stopped using Olaplex because my scalp was so raw. It needed to heal. And it was disgusting. Every single time I would like go like this with my hair, it was like snowing all over my lap from, I don't really want to say it's dandruff, but it looks like dandruff, but it's technically my scalp, all the raw, dead skin from the Matrix, like burning, I guess, basically burning my head. It was dying. My scalp was dying. It needed to be cleansed. So I used my husband's and my son's shampoo, and this is what I use. The Head & Shoulders Green Apple 2-in-1. It's a shampoo and conditioner, and I used this. So I would wash my hair twice with this, and then do a third wash with like my regular Pantene Pro V damage repair, because I don't like my hair smelling like fruit. I want it to smell fresh and clean. So to cover up and get rid of like the apple smell, I just did like a third wash with my regular Pantene. It's in the shower. I didn't even think to grab it. So I would do that. And then for my conditioner, I just use Olaplex Intense Moisture Mask. And this was my conditioner. And this is my second bottle. And no, I did not use a whole entire bottle just for this month. I've had the first bottle for like, since it first came out. I just finished it. This is like my brand new bottle. And I would use this as my replacement conditioner just because I know Head & Shoulders can be really harsh on your hair. And it can like, I know it can strip your hair color. And that was one thing I was terrified about. But I was like, okay, forget the hair color. My scalp needs help. So that's what I had on hand. And I've used that for the past 3 times I've washed my hair. And I'm done using that because my head and my scalp are back to normal. The itchiness is gone. The flaking of my scalp is gone. I could go like this and it's not snowing anymore. So we're good. That was pretty disgusting. Every single time I'd brush my hair and all my scalp was like just sitting on my lap. And I was like, that is so gross. Okay, we need to heal this. How are we going to do it? And I was like, Head & Shoulders, I already have that. I can do that. That's mainly for dandruff. That's technically what your dead scalp is dandruff. So bingo, bango, there we go. And then I have the Olaplex. I use that. We're good. And I know I don't want to strip my hair color because then I'm going to have to color it again sooner. It didn't really touch this. This hair color has not budged. So I am impressed. Now, if you're the type of person that's like, okay, I can use that just to strip this hair color, it ain't going anywhere. And I'm glad. For me, I'm glad because out of many past experiences, that was the one thing I hated. I hated having to redo my hair before I needed to. Now, I do need to do my hair. I need to do my roots. Can you see all my freaking whites? They're like terrible. Like, I swear. It's bad. Now, yes, that is all white hair. That is not even like my natural hair color. I feel like my natural hair color blends so well into this brown. Well, you can actually see more red. I have a lot of natural red undertones. So I feel like I'm either a level 4 or a 5. I'm going to try a level 4 and see how well that matches like when the grow out comes. But I can't even really tell. And this is like a faded level 3 N. I'm going to do a 4N because that has a little bit more warmth in it. So I'm going to do that. But I haven't quite decided if I want to do just my roots or do my whole head and kind of just see how much like fade can happen with this, because it's already been a month and like this has like the littlest fade ever, but I also kind of want more warmth in my whole overall hair color. So I kind of think I'm just going to do my whole entire head and see how that looks. I'm undecided. Like I say I'm going to do this and then I say I'm just going to do my roots, but then I'm like, oh, I'm going to do my whole head, but I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. We'll see when I do it. It's either going to happen this weekend or sometime early next week to color it because my roots are crazy. See, like this, I just want to yank it out, but there's so many of them. Okay, moving on. So I did switch that up, my shampoo, and maybe that played a little bit of a part on making it a smidget lighter and making it look more brown than dark brown, or brown than black, because it did look like a soft black for like the longest time, and now it actually looks like a gorgeous chocolate brown. But maybe that did play a factor, but like I said, I needed to get my scalp right because it was hurting and I did not like going like this and it starts snowing. So yes, I'm going to switch from Head and Shoulders back to my regular shampoo, which is just drugstore. It's my Pantene Pro V damage repair. And I'm going to finish that off. I don't think I really need the Olaplex shampoo and conditioner yet, again, because I feel like my hair has gotten pretty healthy since then. Now, I do still have breakage. That's still going to happen. I still have split ends. Olaplex is not your one night or overnight hair fix. It'll help heal your hair, but it takes time. And I do notice, you can notice a difference on day one. I'm not going to lie. But it's not going to like heal it like that and just say, I'm cured. No, you got to constantly keep using it. So, but I feel like my hair's in a good place where I don't need that at the moment. So I do use Olaplex in everything else. So I will keep using the mask, but I will hold off on the shampoo and conditioner for right now because I don't necessarily need it. But I do have my holy grails. So after I am done shampooing, conditioning my hair, and I'm ready to blow dry, I do use Olaplex number 9. I feel like this one works way better than any other split end mender out there on the market. I've used plenty, feel like none of them do anything, but this is also healing your hair and protecting it for like your blow dryer. So it's like a heat protectant and a split end mender, and it is healing your hair. So I feel like this one is like a no-brainer. It's better than like a lot of the other ones that I use. So this is my holy grail. This guy, my Matrix Biolage all-in-one multi-benefit spray. This is like a heat protectant as well, and I spray this everywhere. I put this just on my ends, spray this all over everywhere, and then when I'm done blow drying and done straightening, I go in with the Olaplex number 7, and I do that just on my ends to give it some extra oil and love. And like you can tell, like this was full in the beginning of the month when I was talking about this. Yeah, I use this every single time I straighten my hair. So like I feel like I'm damaging my hair straightening it, but I'm going back in and adding some good to it every single time. And then even if I just like leave it up in a ponytail, I go in with this, and like I need to buy more. I love that stuff. And I feel like that's been helping the ends of my hair as well. Like, yes, there is breakage, there is split ends. I do have some on my lap, but it's not as crazy as it was before. So I have been healing my hair. I have been taking different routes, and I am stopping some things, adding new things. I do have my Schwarzkopf Gliss hair mask in the shower. I love that one. That one is pretty hard to find. It's in a black bottle, and it's called Schwarzkopf Gliss. I used to be able to get it at Rite Aid. Then Walmart started carrying it, and then it like disappeared one day, and I was just getting it off eBay, and then Walmart brought it onto their website, and they upcharge you. It's only a $9 product, and they want $15. So keep an eye out. It's a really good product, but it's not worth $15. It's a $9 product, 10 at most, depending on where you're at and if there's tax and whatnot. But I used to get it at Rite Aid and Walgreens, and I haven't been able to find it anymore. So if you can find it, it's an amazing, good hair repair mask. I recommend it to everyone if you can find it. And I have spent so much money just stocking up on that one until it like just disappeared, and I'm lucky if I can get my hands on it. Maybe Amazon might have it. I never even thought to look there. They do have a good leave-in spray too that I absolutely love from Gliss, and you had to like shake it up. It looked like oil, and you had to shake it up, and you just spray it in your hair. It was amazing. I can't find that anymore, but if you find it, trust me, it's good to have on hand. Yeah, so that's all I've done, and this is like basically what my hair looks like now after a month. And it's crazy that this hair color has barely faded. I know it does. It definitely looks different from like the first day I colored it to now, like a month later. But I've never had a hair color still look this amazing after like a month of like wear and tear and washing and all of that. Like this looks good. Like I really like the color. You could definitely tell it's brown now since day one, because day one was pretty dark, but you guys were like, no, we know it's not black. We know it's brown. We know it's not that. We know every shade of black. And I know, because I like my blacks, and I like them super, super dark. But going brown, you don't want it to be that dark. You want it to look brown. So that's where I'm at. I'm actually really liking this color. Like I said, I have not decided what I want to do. If I want to do just my roots and then just, keep this going and seeing how long it takes for it to like fade. but I also kind of want everything to just match and glide as smoothly as possible. So I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, so I hope that helps. But this is the overall one month mark of this hair color, and I feel like it's still going strong. So like if there's people out there that just need to do the roots, or like don't have to cover up whites like I do, like this color could probably last a whole nother month or longer. And I miss those days when I only had to like put one hair color on and forget it for like 6 months and then do my hair again. But yeah, my hair's been feeling amazing. Like I said, these are my products that I used. This is what I've been doing, and my hair feels really good, and I'm gonna try and stay in the dark brown family for a while and see how that goes. Hopefully by summer it'll look really cool and look good and nice and healthy, and maybe a little bit longer. I did cut like 1 inch off after I did take the hair color out, because it just needed a good refresh, a good cut. So I took like 1 inch off, and now it feels really good and happy and healthy, and the shine is still there. And yeah, so I hope that this helps anyone that was like just curious like about like my hair journey, and if I still like what it looks like after removing all that black, and if I'm happy with my brown hair right now. And yes, I am. And I love the products that I use, and I'm happy with the choices that I made in this journey, and I feel like it's working. And hopefully this helps somebody either decide on if they want to do this, or with their hair, if they want to go this route. I hope this helps somebody. So yes, I will give you guys another update in a few weeks, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.